And welcome to the Dawg Chug. Yes, I'm your host tonight, Ed in Columbus. When I heard Roger tell me that Andy wasn't going to be on tonight, I was like, oh, that's too bad. So tonight I am in the driver's seat. I got the keys. I may be under the influence of a lot of stuff that maybe Tony Romo can relate to. Doesn't matter because we're going to be driving a good show tonight. We got a great guest tonight. Roger, I will let you introduce our guest. Here we got, because we got the lovely Lana, we got Lysandra, but we actually got another female on the show, and that's saying a lot for the Dawg Chug. So, Roger.
Well, I'll tell you, and I told somebody, I think it was MC Lawrence, I saw a sports yapper, and I pictured an old guy in a white beater with stains on it, sitting on the porch yapping. And so I sent the DM to come on Dawg Chug. Turns out it's this young, lovely young lady that runs the account. Evan is her name. The Cleveland Sports Yapper. Welcome to Dawg Chug. Evan, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice.
Love
nice.
it.
It's such an old word. It's such an old word. I pictured an old guy.
I didn't know that was an old word, honestly. Because I saw your comment about how you imagined a old guy in a wife beater, and I just didn't realize that was an old word. So it's interesting. Yeah. I didn't know
vintage.
That.
Well, maybe he meant vintage. Maybe he meant classic. Maybe he meant something not so old.
I pictured like a guy like me just pitching about sports all day, yapping away about it, and it turns out that it's this fine young lady here that knows a hell of a lot about sports, man. And she's a great follow. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. I know Lysandra and Lana, when I said I think I lined her up for the show, they were pumped. They couldn't wait to meet her. So it's too bad Andy isn't here. He had that chalupa last week with the lettuce, and that's
does he have cyclosporus?
I don't know.
You couldn't wait to say that word, Lana. You were ready. You're like, I'm not going to say explosive diarrhea. I'm going to say the actual medical term.
I am so paranoid right now and so hyper focused on not getting a cyclosporus that it's like consuming my every move.
Wow.
We got Taco Bell the other day, and the whole family looked at me when I said lettuce is fine. Yeah. They all looked at me like I was nuts.
Yeah, that's not a game I want to play right now.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The lettuce at Taco
diarrhea
Bell.
from the lettuce.
Oh yeah, that's so scary. So, I hope you don't get it.
That's why.
I'm scared.
That's why Andy's not here tonight.
So that is confirmed. That is confirmed. What, Lana, say it again for the third time. What does Andy have?
Cyclosporus.
Yes, exactly. That's
I don't think I've heard like the actual name of it. I've just heard people the diarrhea virus.
Right. Yeah.
The poop lettuce. People call it the poop lettuce.
Poop lettuce.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Well, how do you think I feel? Like since think about it, Lysandra, think about this. So this new, what is it? Lana, say it one more time.
Cyclosporus.
Comes out, and obviously ED stands, obviously the drug ED. My name's Ed. Okay, I can spell my name. Cool. Comes out ED. Think obviously erectile dysfunction, but now I got a new one. I got explosive diarrhea. So there you go. So once again, so hey,
look what I started.
Yeah, maybe you go from ass to, what I'm saying? So maybe it's changing up what people are, associated with. So maybe that's a good thing. Hey, Yapper, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they don't think, oh, Ed, he's the one that can't get it up. Now he's the one that's, spraying it out, right? I mean, maybe I'm going on the offense.
Maybe you need to change your name.
That's why I added it in Columbus. I figured you added up long enough, then it's just, nobody's thinking about that. So, yeah. But, I had Taco Bell. I want to say this. I've had Taco Bell 5 times in the last week or whatever like that.
Whoa.
People getting that from that lettuce. I want to say it's defaming Taco Bell. They're losing profits. I hear. I love Taco Bell. So all the people out there, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be a pussy. I ate it 5 times, had no problem. So I'm just saying.
Yet it takes 3 weeks to show up.
Oh, look at Dr. Lana over here. Look at Dr. Lana coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right. Lysandra, help me out.
All about the poop lettuce. I have been studying it up.
Oh, well, like I said, right. Lysandra, have you had any Taco Bell? No, she's gone. Oh, she must have.
She's not answering. Hey, you guys made her mad. I want to find out more about Evan. How long you been on X and your account, how you got going, and because you took off. At least in my algorithm, I just noticed you within the last couple of weeks, and man, you're everywhere. You're all over it. And how long you been on X? All of it, man. Are you a Clevelander? Give us the lowdown. that you want, without the creepsters.
You don't have
give
to
us
dox
nothing
yourself
to
if you don't.
Give
the
us the life
creepsters to
story.
latch onto.
Yeah.
Well, I love to hear that I'm on your algorithm. That's great to know. I'm from Cleveland. I've been here like pretty much my whole life, other than when I was in Columbus at Ohio State. I just started using Twitter. I say Twitter, but like X, sure, that's fine too. I've only been using it for like a few months. I downloaded it pretty much in January because I was taking like a social media break, but I still needed a way to keep up with all my sports and everything. So I downloaded Twitter, and basically, like, I mean, long story short, I just like randomly got added to this group, like this college football group chat from this one college football account I followed. And I guess he was just going through like random followers that had just followed him, and it just happened. And I started interacting with people, and it just kind of went from there. And I just started like posting. I don't know. It was never like my plan, and I've never really used Twitter. So it's interesting. I enjoy it. And yeah,
Isn't it?
I said the same thing 10 years ago, and here I am. I just went on to get news updates, and here we are.
Yeah,
it
kinda
is
sneaks
literally
up
like
on you.
the morning news. It is like like when you get up, there is stuff on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, before you see it anywhere else. Like you see news that somebody passed away. I'm like, that can't be real. And I look somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I've experienced lots of like firsts on this app. Like there are things that I've like seen that I just didn't know existed. Like this is a very, very weird
Me
app.
too.
Yeah. but I like it. And I've also met like really cool people. Like I've met in person with a few people before, like other Cleveland like fans and stuff and whatever. So it's super fun. I like it. Yeah.
Nice.
And I get to do this too.
One thing on X is they don't censor, which we like, and hey, we don't censor comments. Okay, whoever you fine, but hey, maybe they're talking about. Hey, you know what? Hey, look, I don't know. Look,
show your face, then.
Yeah, buddy.
I saw someone comment under Roger's post about this tonight. He like made a jab at at Ed's brains and compared them to the fact that I apparently don't have enough teeth.
Oh my God, Jay. No, Roger, your boy. Okay, Lana, Lysandra, no, this guy's name's Jay. I told him to fuck off last week. He is friend of show, and he only does stuff because he's hurt right now. He probably wanted to come on. You know what I'm saying? Look, Jay, we'll get you on. I think he's just hurt right now. So he's gonna attack.
You're talking about the Yinzer.
Yeah, the Yinzer. He gets
He's
Roger.
our Yinzer. He's a Steeler fan.
Yeah,
that's our. Don't pay no attention to him. He's a Yinzer. He's a Steeler
he
fan.
He has his own problem.
So that's him.
We get tax breaks for having him on and stuff like that. You know, like it's a whole thing. It's a Feed a Yinzer program that we joined. So yeah, ignore him. He's mad because we only use him when we have nobody to come on the show.
Yeah.
So he's upset.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was funny because it was like less teeth than like Ed's brains or something. I thought that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Thanks for you know what? I get Jay. Look, it's not only because he's hurt. And I'll be honest with you. Look, there's nothing wrong with the teeth. The teeth are looking good. Picture looks good. Hey, the fact that he's mentioning us. Hey, you know what, Jay? You know we love you back, buddy. Just say you love us. You can do it with kindness, but he chose to go that route. He always does. It's just because he's hurt, but we do love you, Jay. So. Well, you got a new friend. See, that's what you know. What you were talking about X and how it brings communities and people together. Well, you just saw you'll meet Jay. He's a good guy. He's actually a good follow too. So maybe you got what I'm saying. So that's
the guy that said right? I don't have teeth. That's my best friends.
Yeah, well, that's Dawg Chug logic, though, right, Lana? I mean, it's not out of the realm of our listeners.
He does play well with Browns fans at times.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
He doesn't know.
Honestly, like to me, like Steelers fans aren't as unbearable as Michigan fans. Like I don't know, they're like just all type, like all like Pistons, Tigers, and like University of Michigan. Like those fans, seriously, like they actually might just like rage bait me the most. Steelers fans, I mean, it's just easy because like they don't win in Cleveland and Like they have Aaron Rodgers as quarterback. Like it's just they have their own problems. So I don't know. It's just not as easy for them to rage bait me, I guess.
Yeah.
I really developed a lot of not love for the Knicks fans this last year. I developed. I mean, it was the Celtics before, and now it's really the Knicks fans. They're horrible.
Might be the 76ers next year.
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
my god.
Everyone's saying hello in our chats.
Yes.
MC Lawrence is saying it's getting closer to Ron's Hallmark Christmas special.
It is. One of them has a poster. So
yeah, I got
Are you
all
in
my
the poster?
flannels ready.
no, I'm not in the poster, but just the season. It's coming.
Release date?
I don't know. The
Lana
director
is
just
our,
put up the poster with no date. I'm like, let's go.
Oh.
I know. Hello, Sticky
Hello.
Biscuit. Okay,
Yeah,
or whatever that
Sticky
says. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's. What do you think, Ed?
You know what, Roger? I love it. Tonight, Roger is being he's like, get the show along. When what we do like to start the bits, we do like to start. Roger, thank you. We're getting off hinge. Roger, I'm not used to having this many females at once, especially at once on the Dawg Chug. So we're out of our element tonight, Roger. We're out of our element.
Yeah, I know.
You are outnumbered.
There's more estrogen than testosterone
Ed,
tonight.
I feel like I'm at a mixer in a members only jacket like you used to wear.
You know
in high
what?
school.
The Dawg Chug sock
jackets were fucking awesome. We could talk vintage clothing and starter jackets. That members only awesome. But Roger, thanks. We'll get to the show now. Here comes the part where sometimes I get a little bit offensive. This content comes from people. I'm just delivering it. So
Don't shoot the messenger.
that's right.
I see Marley.
Oh, my damn dog.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
This is the Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Breaking news. Chris Berman was at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and let's just hope he's not rumbling, bumbling, stumbling because his pants would not stay up all the way. Yes, I'm such an ass. Where the hell is his? The Cats have no Christmas game this year, so that means when I say Jesus Christ, we'll either be at church, yeah, right, or realize how much my wife spent on the kids' Christmas gifts as they opened them up. Jesus Christ! And finally, the Cleveland Guardians went all in like a gay porno at the trade deadline, but unfortunately, it looks like they are getting fucked in the ass with no Vaseline. Also, team doctors have determined they have AIDS. Swing and a miss. And this is Ed in Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Breaking news.
Oh, Edward, well done and pushing.
That was very interesting.
Well,
It's
like
a
I
lot
said,
of information.
we like look. I'll say one thing, Yapper. I see how you are interact on social media. So I just think that a show like this, we are different. You'll probably go on a bunch of different podcasts. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna know or like that. You're not gonna find one like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find one like this. Good or bad, Roger? Good or bad, right?
Right, for better or for worse. It's like
Better or for worse. Ain't
when
gonna
you
find another
become
one.
part of Dawg Chug.
And there's too much is, it is my chagrin. When you finally do see Andy does add to the show. Look, I love Andy's a different character as well. So someday we'll have you back on when Andy's here, and it'll be probably a better experience. I'll give Andy credit. So.
Awesome. The guards just won.
They did.
Go guards.
Go. Oh, nice.
Yeah, guards won.
Roger told me he came to the show and he did some homework. And Roger, what do you got? You got a Dawg Chug update?
I do. I love following you because there's nothing I can say after you're done that it's gonna shock anybody because that was awesome, man. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Right now we got the Dawg Chug update. Fake news today in Berea. Browns head coach Todd Monken says he still hasn't decided on a starting quarterback, calling the choice between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, quote, the most difficult decision a head coach can make next to deciding when to get a haircut at the annual NFL league meetings. According to team insiders, Monken has grown increasingly frustrated with both quarterbacks during this training camp. He notes that while Watson has experience, Sanders has youth, which just means he thinks Watson is old and Sanders is dumb. But more importantly, they both share not a rare QB non-talent, throwing the ball directly to the other team. To break the deadlock, Monken has completely given up and abandoned traditional football drills. He has opted for real-world urban analytics. He set up 3 real-world scenarios around Cleveland to see how their decision-making in real life as a Clevelander works out. First one was Slyman's Deli Test. Both players were handed a standard, massive 3-pound corned beef sandwich and told they had 30 minutes to finish it. Shador Sanders took one look at the grease, called it unesthetic, DoorDashed some avocado toast, and gave a patron a signed picture of his dad to eat his. Deshaun Watson brought in the fat, sloppy sellout cook on his payroll, football chops, and he ate 3 sandwiches in 15 minutes. The Northwest Factor Direct Challenge. The quarterbacks were sent to the showroom and told to negotiate a deal on a hot tub and sectional sofa with good friend Alex Nemeth. Watson, immediately distracted by the large selection of massage chairs, and negotiated to buy them all. Shador filmed a TikTok video on the sales floor and thought he was signing autographs, but actually signed a contract to buy 3 truckloads of discounted laminate flooring. Finally, Monken headed to the hills of Parma for the pierogi test. He lined the quarterbacks in front of a giant vat of boiling butter. Whichever player could successfully pinch and drop 50 pierogies with the speed of an authentic Parma grandmother would win the locker room. Sanders immediately started bedazzling the pierogies with diamonds and kept saying ew, calling the butter dairy sludge and artery paste. While Watson, he couldn't keep his eyes off the old ladies expertly kneading the dough and kept trying to get him to go in the back room for a massage. Wanda, who ran the church kitchen, said neither one of them could survive a single shift at the church festival, let alone play quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. A battered Monken appeared before the media and was asked if Dylan Gabriel was even an option. He said, "Are you fucking kidding me? That little Hawaiian fidget tried to get a pizza with pineapple on top of it at Monsanto's on Murray Hill. Almost got us whacked. Get the fuck out of here, you chitzoons. I'm Roger First in Chicago Falls, and you're not."
Wow.
That was a lot of
Done,
information.
Roger.
That was a
Nicely
long
done.
one.
Wow.
I had the time, Ed. It was a long one.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Usually, people say you got tweets as long as CVS receipts. You got this and you got Roger. Roger always brings it in a long form. I'll give you credit for that.
Long
That's
form.
your style.
He doesn't cut corners.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I was do not cut corners. I was sitting wondering the other day, what are they really good Clevelanders? The two of them. You know what I mean? We got this, and I said, well, let's send them to some Cleveland spots and see what happens. And look what happened.
Makes
Not
sense
good.
to me. Makes sense to me.
Not good.
Right.
Yeah. See, Yapper, that's what you get. You're not going to get that anywhere else. I promise you that. And honestly, that insight and kind of analysis of a hypothetical 3 kind of tier challenge like that. You know what? At this point, I know they're switching games, and we'll get into that later. But at this point, if it's as close or as much as they want to argue, why not? Who wants to be the Clevelander? Like you get the Roger. Good job on that. And I like how you kept it local with the local flavor with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this is the part where it gets a little bit more offensive. Okay, than usually. Roger had been doing He told what, Ed, there are a lot. These things are a lot to do. But I feel like it sets the show up during the week a little bit behind the scenes right here. My top 10s. I really enjoy doing these top 10s. Much like Breakhead News, I do like these top 10s. And this is where the Cleveland sometimes ridicule comes in. Like I said, this is sent in from the home box office in Cleveland, Ohio tonight. Roger, imagine that. Cleveland, Ohio.
Beautiful, man. I love it. Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. So tonight's top 10
My
are
hometown.
the top 10 reasons why the current Cleveland Browns fan base is full of non-winners. Top 10 reasons why the current Cleveland Browns fan base is full of non-winners. Number 10. They legitimately hate their local media. Like, really hate them. Like, more than communism. Number 9. Cucks. For a team as bad as the Browns, Cleveland has way too many cucks. The Browns are going to surprise many. Shut up, cuck. No, they ain't.
That hurricane.
Number 8, grown-ass men dressing up like it's Halloween for a team that gives no treats. Trick or trick, bitch. Shut up, Charles. You do a good job. Number 7, losers who decorate their rides. God, that thing is gross. And some say fascist. Number 6, the lives... I should say. Sorry, technical difficulty. I'm going to blame Andy. The lives of most are just as much a shit show as Brown's organization. And just like it's a shit show as I just did right there. Number 5.
That guy's lucky.
The fact they actually admit to being Browns fans. My God, what losers. Number 4. chant, "Here we go, Brownies," before and during the games, and then cry and pass out after the game like someone stole their trashy trailer park spouse. Number 3. They argue they have 8 titles. Sure, Jan, winning before the Civil Rights Act means you haven't won shit. Jim E. Crow, motherfucker. Number 2. They get on social media all day and talk Browns. Get a job, loser. Oh, shit, never mind. Cleveland doesn't have any. Poverty land. And the number 1 reason why the current Cleveland Browns fan base is full of non-winners is, where else can you be called a racist for wanting a black quarterback to win the job competing against another black quarterback? Hashtag Browns privilege. And that's tonight's top 10.
Thank you, Ed. Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
number
that
6 was a
great.
struggle. Number 6.
I wish Andy was here for number 7. It would was it 7 or 6?
Yeah, 7. You actually
7.
got that one right. You called it number 7. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, number
I
7.
was paying attention this week.
Well, because I did such a fine job putting it together and Roger pointed it out so nicely. Yeah, we'll go back to number 7. Yeah, there he is. There.
This is our partner, Andy.
This is our partner, Andy. Yep.
And he owns the Cybertruck,
Right
the
there.
Cyber Dog.
That thing is pretty cool.
He looks depressed.
Oh,
Hey,
that's like actually
One day,
his.
Yeah.
that thing,
my
that thing drove us from Andy's to Lissandra's house. I was scared to death. And I kept staring at the wheel. He's like, "Don't worry, dude, it's fine." I'm like, "Man, I just want out of this thing."
All I know is I
all the way
don't
back,
remember
man.
the ride home.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy.
That was funny though. I was actually just arguing with someone about the 8 championships, the 6 championships the other day. So I was just saying, someone posted like all 32 teams, like historically, like what their relevance, and they put us as like the lowest tier or something like that. And I quoted, and I was like, "You don't know about our championships," like even though they don't, like, I don't know. I just see like people from Cleveland can make fun of us, but like people not in Cleveland, they can't. They don't
No,
understand.
they're not
I got a
allowed.
Cleveland
They
pass.
don't
I feel like I
understand.
got a Cleveland pass,
Yeah,
Right.
just-
You're allowed to make fun of yourself. But anybody outside here, I get violent with them. Ask these guys. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
does.
they're not allowed. Most of the time, people don't even know what's like going on, and like I'll tell someone that doesn't live in Ohio or has never been here that I'm from Cleveland. They're like, "Oh, you like grow up on a farm?" I'm like, "No." Like, what do you
Farm?
mean? They're like, "Oh, you grew up around like the farms and stuff." I'm like, I literally, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, I lived in Michigan. I like this. I lived in Grand Rapids. I always say there's 2 parts of Michigan, and when what I'm saying, you got the western part, which is nice, and then anything in that Detroit, Ann Arbor, especially area, that is just those people and those fans. I think there's something different about them, and
the
they're easily hateable. And one thing about Michigan too, they want to call us farm, Ohio and stuff like that. I've been through Michigan. Unless you're in Detroit or like maybe Grand Rapids, there ain't shit there. Okay, there really isn't shit there. I don't know what these people in Michigan think. They're so high and mighty. There ain't shit there. Okay, so that's fine. So I just want to say that. So, we actually, I'm glad that you're here because we do have a segment which I do think separates us. We have this segment, and I don't know if you've ever seen the show before, and I like to talk about it because game called Spit, Sip, Chug, where I will say a statement. They are a statement, not a question. So you don't need to question the statement. You just need to either chug on that statement if you heavily agree with that statement. Spit. You don't actually have to spit if you hate that you're totally the opposite way, or you sip on it because you like it somewhat. It makes sense. But I got some disagreements with it, so you'll sip there on that. I will let Roger sip tonight. Because Andy's not here, and I just want to piss him off tonight. So Roger, you can sip tonight. We will start with our guest, Cleveland Sports Yapper. We'll start with you. I will say the statement. Actually, I do prepare, so it'll be scrolling along underneath. So I like this one. We got you on for social media reasons, too, because we want your sports opinions, but we also want your lay of the land on how you feel that the X world is a little bit. I think this question goes to the heart of it. So the statement, my bad. Statement is the heart of it.
Okay.
And that statement being the Shadorians are worse than Watson Warriors and Baker Bros. The Shadorians are worse than Watson. Do you chug on that? Do you spit on that? Or are you sipping? You got some,
Okay, so chugging is if I like really agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I will I'm gonna spit, but I'm not actually spitting.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I like
Okay.
explain why, or do I just
Oh yeah,
like?
yeah,
You can.
yeah. You're not can't just bring something. We don't want to know why, because I'm going to differ than yours. I'll give you a heads up. Mine's going to be different than yours probably, but yes, we want to hear your reasons. Yes.
I disagree just because like we haven't seen enough of Shador or like anyone. Like I'm a big like we need to give the rookies a chance in all sports, and I think that yeah, the hype is like a little bit much just because of like who he is, but I think that people still, defending Deshaun Watson, that's just ridiculous because he's obviously washed, and like the only reason why he's still on the team and even an option is because they can't cut him. Like that's the only reason. If we didn't have his contract, like he wouldn't be on the team anymore. So people still defending him are just ridiculous. But Shador, I think that like if there's another season or two and he's just like really bad, then okay, like then they're also a lot. But I don't think there's anything wrong with like wanting to give a rookie a chance.
So you're hanging with the Shadorians. You're having a drink with the Shadorians. Baker Bros or Watson Warriors shouldn't even exist, and Baker Bros, they're just
Baker Mayfield fan, like I mean, that's also just like a lost cause. Like he's not coming back.
There's people out there. They're still out there though. They're still out there.
I know, but it's like kind of silly because then it's like, why are you wasting your time being frustrated about something that's just never gonna happen again?
Yeah. Well, he hasn't signed that long-term deal. There's people out there think he may come back. I'm telling you, there's people that want. MC Lawrence, I love MC Lawrence. I know he's out there in our comments sometimes. He's a big Baker bro, and he would say, you know what, if there's any chance in the world, but like to your point, it's not happening. I will say this. I know Roger may have posted, but Phil is my guy. And
hi, Phil.
Thanks for he keeps us real. Is this what, Phil? Maybe it is, and it's probably better, Phil. So, but yeah,
Wait,
MC Lawrence.
Can I like change my name so that my like username is on it? Does that even like matter?
No, you can do whatever you want to do.
You can change it.
Yeah,
how do I
think I can do that.
That's a good question.
No, I think,
cool.
You can probably do it, Ed, can't you?
I think so. I can edit name. Yes, I can edit your name. What would you like your name to be? The actual
my username is
wait. Sports.
I always forget if the underscore is before, in, or after.
I think it's after.
Look it up.
It's at Sports in
Did
CLE.
you find it?
Wait.
Yeah. Also, people. Roger, go ahead with your we'll go with you, Roger. You can go ahead with your response to that.
Man, you know what? This is. I'm gonna have to chug on it. The Baker Bros, I was the leader of them for the longest time when he planted the flag, and I painted myself in a corner when he planted the flag in Columbus, and I wanted him from that point on. So I had him. I was the president of Baker Bros before they even drafted him. And I love Baker, man. And I just said this to somebody today. Baker, there's only 20 people on the entire planet that can play the quarterback position in the NFL from average to an elite clip. And Baker's one of them. You know what I mean? And getting rid of Baker Baker always give you a shot. This dream of an elite franchise quarterback, another Mahomes walking through every door is insane. So Baker's out, man. I love the Baker Bros. The Watson Warriors, that's not even about football. That has nothing to do with football. They're just, most of them are dirtbags. And then the Shadorians are just like kids, man. They're like kids. And at first I goofed around with them, and they're religious. They're fanatics. They're zealots. You can't talk to a zealot. You can't reason with zealots. And that's what they are. Now I'm asking them to please stick around for the comedy after, if he washes out here. But they're just kids, man. And it's a whole different age. Football now, NFL is entertainment. But by far, they're the worst on social media. There's people that have no idea who these people are, that they even exist in the real world or out there outside of X or social media. But they're definitely the worst, man.
Okay. MC, thank you. Yes, I'm telling you, I think, if somebody says Baker to Cleveland, MC Lawrence is first at Hopkins. He's welcoming him back. I respect that.
Yeah, MC
is that there's some loyalty. I got to fucking chug. the Shadorians. Let's talk about them. You know what? There's depending on my mood. Look, my mood is when I get on X, depending on how my day I think it's going to go, or just how my mood is at that particular moment, and I see some of their shit. And I'll tell you one thing: some minutes I'm like, my God, some of these guys, they got to be some down low brothers or something closet there. But then I think, you know what? The devotion they have for Shador, like it's like I don't know. It's like I respect it, and there's times that I'm like, a little weird, you know what? Hey, you love her, you love, but it seems like there's actually that kind of love if Shador would say yes. But you know what? It's like an R. Kelly thing. There's like, I think it's a religious love for your baby. And I just think that there's something about Shador. He's smooth. When it comes to just Shador, you can't hate the brother. Like he goes up there and says, like even today when he's talking to me, he's fun. And I don't care what race you are, what creed you are, what female, male, this, that, or the other. It's hard not to like Shador just by him. But people like to associate all the other stuff with him. And with his fan base, they are a little bit more over the top than even the Watson Warriors were, because they were annoying at first too, but now, like to your point, Yapper, there's no point anymore. They should be done. I put the 4s up, but that's all you got. And the Baker pros are just really just down home good people like MC Lawrence that you might catch at a bar and then they're listening to country music or this, that, or that. Baker pros, I saw this today. Baker was with Jarvis Landry. They were on a podcast or doing something. And Baker said that Browns fans, when he came, he gave us nothing but mad love, respects us, said that you're born into it. Baker said all the right things today, even Jarvis Landry. I mean, like I said, their beef is with the organization, not the city of Cleveland. And so that's why, so the Watson Warriors, I kind of got a little bit of a tender heart for them. They're kind of making, what I'm saying? Baker, just don't go to Pittsburgh next year. But I got to give it to the Shadorians. So you guys, look, I always say this, sports is entertainment. You guys are the TMZ right now of all sports and the fact that it's focusing on Cleveland. So I got to chug to that. And when I say worse, I actually mean, at this moment, could change in 5 minutes. But at this moment, Shadorians, I'm chugging for you. I'm chugging for you guys. And I actually mean it in a positive way. Sandra, what do you got? Thank you, Jake.
First, I got to unmute myself. I'm going to spit on this particular statement because I think that all 3 of those fan bases bring their own toxicity to the fan base, and they all have their extreme takes and their extreme comments and their rage bait material and their bullshit excuses, and they all have their own little toxic thing that they bring to Brown's Twitter that trigger us all in some way or another. So I'm gonna have to spit on that because they're all bad in their own way.
Damn. One thing, like I said, we keep it unlike when Phil Banks says this, hates this and hates this and that. Phil is Phil's a brother. Like Phil's my brother. He's a brother. So I'm saying Phil keeps it real, and you know what I'm saying. So one love to you, Phil. Thank you for but I'll say
he
this.
said you even hate God.
Yeah, I mean, Phil. That's what I love about the Dawg Chug. We bring them all, but we got the brothers are watching, and you know what? Honestly, Phil, just say A Tribe Called Quest. Anybody out there? Just say you love A Tribe.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
No one's loving this right now, Phil.
What's the scenario?
There we go. There we go. Yeah, Phil's loving this. We love you, Phil. Lana, what do you got?
I'm gonna spit too. That's my spit.
Oh,
that I know it's as ladylike as it can be, but and the reason being that kind of a little bit of what Lysandra said. They all have their own demons, but I will say, when we were at the NFL draft, the very first Browns jersey we saw was Baker Mayfield. Of all the jerseys, of all the teams that were there, Baker Mayfield was everywhere. At training camp, I've been to 6 training camps now over the last couple weeks. Baker Mayfield everywhere. I mean, we are not letting go. We need to sing a little "Let It Go" over here. Okay, we need to get a little Frozen going on. We gotta let it go, people. We gotta let it go. He let go. We gotta let go.
Lana, what you taking back?
Watson Warriors. I don't see so much anymore. I don't know. I maybe see a couple people, but most people hate his guts.
Yeah.
But the Shadorians, I think I don't think they're as heavy as Baker's followers. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm just not seeing it all. But
Lana, make Phil and MC Lawrence happy in the comments. Just say yes, I would take Baker back.
I would. I would take
That's
him
what they.
back.
That's what the audience.
If I was in the front office, I would try to make that work. But I know he.
Right, it's not right. I get it. Look, cater to the audience. The audience are Baker. Look, on the Dawg Chug, we have the Baker Bro faction, right, Roger? We have the Baker Bros. They love us. They do love us.
Do.
Oh, they love Baker Bros. Yeah,
They do love us. And I made fun of Baker. Look, I said he came up short many times. If you watch me on the Dawg Chug, I had my jokes, but look at MC Lawrence right there. Look at that.
Hey, Baker, man, listen, Baker, I bought a hard hat and I painted it. It was after the 1-15 season, right? And I said, I'm not wearing this until the Browns win a game. And then Baker, like the third game in, he opened the fridges. He ended like some dark freaking days of Browns fandom, man. And that season was fun. 2018 was fun, man. So you can't deny that. I mean, and he came in late off the bench. You knew right away, man. That first drive, you knew it, and you're not seeing that out of any of these guys we got in. The minute a guy takes a snap, if he's your franchise quarterback, you just know. Pete Carroll knew it with Russell Wilson. It went over to veteran that they were paying a lot of money. Baker's underrated here. It's the Ohio State,
Leave Ohio State alone, Roger.
Planting the flag doomed him in Cleveland.
Oh, I don't.
It doomed him. It did. The Bucknuts hate him.
Yeah,
the
I know.
Bucknuts couldn't wait for him to choke. And as minute he did, they all pounced.
Yeah,
and
you're right about that.
If he never plants that flag, all of Cleveland Browns fandom would love him still. And they would be irate that they got rid of him.
Yeah. Phil, no, you're not. I know Phil. He's older than me. Phil, no, you're not. You love A Tribe Called Quest. We used to rap about it in your office. Shut up, Phil. Shut up, Phil.
Do you know what the best thing about the Browns losing all the time is? That most of the Browns fans are Bucknuts, and you get to lose too on Sunday. So I enjoy that part of it.
Now, Cleveland Sports Yapper, you did mention that about your Ohio State affiliation, and you like Ohio State, which I like you because I do too. I graduate of Ohio State. But I mean, the Bucknuts in Cleveland, the ones that don't like Baker for that, I've always thought they were pussies. I'm a Buckeye, graduate from Ohio State. Look, when Baker beat us in the shoe, and you know what I'm saying, and we couldn't stop him on third downs, and he planted the flag, I never blamed Baker for doing that. I always blamed our defense because, you know what I'm saying, I was mad. I was mad at her. I was mad at her defense. I don't blame, like, if it's Michigan, okay, they're a rival, but Baker, I mean, we had punked them out the year before in Norman. I mean, the Buckeyes beat the shit out of Baker and the Sooners the year before. Look, I don't blame him. He came through, and I actually got respect for him. But I think Bucknuts that actually are mad about Baker and to Roger's point, never always held it against him. I just want to say, like, you were not really true Browns fans. You're just pussy Buckeye fans. So that's what that was, I think.
Yeah, I kind of separate like Ohio State as a whole and like the Browns as a whole are my teams, but I kind of separate like players, I would say, like, like Mason Graham, I love him.
Right, but he's a Wolverine, yes.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's also the same thing as like, I can root in a way, like to an extent. I can root for Will Howard to have success.
I know. Yes.
But like, I don't want like the Steelers to win. Like, I would love for him to have like a great stat line.
But you don't want him to Ben Roethlisberger us.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
And
yeah,
I can root for, like a couple years ago when the Texans like manhandled us, like I was still in Columbus, like bittersweet because I'm like, I'm like actually like I want to die, but at the same time like CJ Stroud, like love him, so it's like, yeah, so I separate them. So yeah, it's never been like, yeah, I feel like
I think Roger was right. There were a lot of Browns fans, I think, that did hold that against Baker, that plant thing in Ohio State. I just thought that was always that's just weak sauce. But to your point, I think Roger nailed it. There are people like that, but I think there'd even come around to Lana if we heard, hey, he's coming back, but it ain't happening. It's not happening. But you know what is happening?
Ed.
Yes, Roger.
Don't you think? Where's this one right here? Yeah. I think this is Big Jake Hurricane's wrong. Baker Mayfield, if he's the quarterback of the Browns last year, we win the division with the defense we put out on the field and as bad as our division was. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, this division was up for grabs last year. 2 years ago, too, Baker would have won the division.
Yeah.
That's not a true statement. He could easily won this division at least twice, maybe 3 times since they traded him. At least twice. Last year, they easily win the AFC North. They were giving it away.
I mean, to your point, our defense is that good. Like, we talked about, like, the Browns' defense in the last 2 to 3 years has been really good. And if Baker all he had to do was just be a little bit better than 2020,
And you add the
probably
picks.
going to yeah.
Ed, you add the talent that they gave the picks away for Deshaun. You add that to the.
Oh, I know. With them, yeah, you would have never lost all that. Like, people forget that. They're always like, "Oh, it's Watson for Baker." You always forget what you gave up in the meantime.
Jake wants to chase a franchise. He dreams of a franchise quarterback every night when he falls asleep.
Don't we all?
Like LeBron. That looks just like LeBron.
Oh, okay.
That one comment isn't always true. I definitely didn't see lots of trashing when Myles Garrett left. I think I saw some people like being logical with it, but I didn't see anyone say like he sucks. We're so glad he left. I think people were more like, he
also
or Nick Chubb,
force of nature. Shout out to you,
or Nick Chubb, or like
he bitches about domes usually.
Most of the guys that left this offseason, like I wasn't really seeing a lot of. I feel like the last guy I saw, like him get trashed for was who was it? Oh, it'll come to me.
You didn't see David Njoku either.
Yeah, I didn't see any. Yeah, everyone was very sad. It was.
Oh, geez.
It was more sad.
Which jersey, Jake? What jersey is he going to be wearing? Is it going to be a Philly jersey?
My kids will love it.
Okay.
They're little LeBron, LaFlop fanboys too.
Yeah. Like I said, this show goes off the rails sometimes. I'm saying? That's why, whatever. You want to shop, whatever. Just if you got something to say, just say it. We'll go to statement number 2, and we'll start with you again. Fuck it. How about that?
Let's not keep the guest for an hour and a half.
Yeah, no. Well, no.
I got 3 minutes.
I want to go. Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, I do want to go this one. Todd Monken is handling the QB situation just fine. Are you chugging on that? Are you spitting? Are you sipping?
I mean, like I'll sip, I guess. I think that he's doing like the best with what he has. Like I think he's already like proving to be not necessarily like a better, because we haven't seen him coach yet, but like a more passionate coach than Kevin Stefanski, at least in like the past couple of years. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not, but I've seen some of the things about him, like leaving the volume loud and telling people like F off if they're trying to call noise complaints, and him like ending practice. Like I don't know, I just see things and I'm like, okay, he seems like he's legit. He's like a fresh face. I think he's like making do with what he has. I think even if there is like one answer, like whoever it might be, I really don't know, but like I think it just came in and was like, okay, like Deshaun, or okay, Shador, like you're QB1, then like you got to have competition, even if the competition's like really bad. you still have to have it. So I don't know, I trust him. It's kind of difficult because we haven't seen him coach yet, and literally anything can happen, and our team is so young now. I feel like it's kind of hard to give like I guess it is just like an opinion, but I think he's just like making do with what he has up until this point.
That's great. But okay, so here's the thing. Lana, I know you said something, but you're not getting up, dog. Look, I have a segment called Rapid Fire, and you know what? Since Lana has to leave early, she can't be dismissed, with the caveat that she's going under Rapid Fire. Sorry.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, you are. You're going under Rapid Fire.
Oh, why me? It's always the guest.
That's because you're.
That's like an on-the-spot rapid fire.
Yeah. I don't think our guest is going to have a problem with. I think you'll be fine with me. Lana might be mad, but whatever. Who cares?
Is it about Kevin?
And honestly, because you're leaving early. Okay, so you're going under Rapid Fire right now.
Impromptu Rapid Fire.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't leave early then. I don't know. Here we go. Browns will win more than 7 games.
Yes.
Todd Monken is a breath of fresh air.
No.
Watson and Shador just suck.
No.
Judkins will have a breakout year.
Yes.
Samson is quietly very good.
Yes.
The Cavs will be better than most people think.
Yes.
Evan Mobley will make that jump.
I don't know.
Donovan Mitchell is so motivated after LeBron decided on Philly.
Yes.
The Guardians surprised you with their trade deadline moves and are even more shocking that they're kind of struggling now.
Yes.
The guards have to make a deep playoff run.
Yes.
The Sirens have the best colors of any Cleveland team.
Yes.
And finally, if you suddenly had a penis, would you be more excited to pee standing up or would you be more excited to cock slap someone?
Slap someone.
All right, and you are off rapid fire.
I'm glad that wasn't me.
See, I know the audience. I know. See, I'm very good at judging. And see, Lana, everyone's like, Roger's like, yes, you're right. It should go to the guest. She even said, hey, look, I'm glad I went to Lana. Lana, thanks for playing. Thanks for being a great sport. We were glad you came back this week. Say bye, hi to anything you want to do right now. The floor is yours.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great night. I will see you. I'm usually here every other week, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Toodles.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Bye.
Good night. Go Browns.
Bye.
Bye. All right, now we can have a great show. We made it through the first 45 minutes. Okay, we got her. We'll go to you, Roger, and this one.
Okay.
Todd Monken is handling the QB situation just fine.
I'm going to chug. When he came out and told the media that he didn't have to come and tell them anything or whatever he said, the way he put it, I loved it. Poor Todd Monken. It's like going to get something and you have in your mind what you're going to get and what it's going to be. And you get there and it's like Timu, it's like this, he's got nothing to, yeah. And he's in the position like Romeo was in, where he flipped the coin between Anderson and Charlie Fry. That's literally the position he's in. When I wrote that long, exasperating update, that's what he's just in a no-win situation. You might as well do something ridiculous to figure this thing out, like send him to buy patio furniture or something. See who comes out with a better set. I don't know, but yeah, I love the way Monken's handling. I love Monken. I feel like he's just going to be another patsy. We learned today that Dylan Gabriel wasn't really Stefanski's pick. If you believe Zach Jackson, which I do, Zach's tied in. So, he's just, I'm afraid Monken will be another scapegoat. Yeah, chugging.
Shout out Winston Lee Curtis. 1948 is a great year. Last time the Indians won the World Series, 1948. I don't know what that exactly means. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. But hey, like I said, we don't.
Maybe that was when he was born.
Yeah. Well, I was more concerned with
the old.
Yeah. Well, the fact that he's, like I said, yeah, shout out once again. I just want to just like I said, I just want to make sure I read that right. Okay, going on to my answer to that statement. Yeah, Roger's having fun with that one, aren't you?
It's a great picture too.
I know. I'm just saying. Hey, you know what, Winston Lee Curtis, 1948. If you want to be a guest next week, let us know. You automatically have top booking. You have a picture like that, you get top booking right away. I don't care what you say, what you do. You just.
Oh my goodness.
We'll get rid of that one. But
okay,
so
I'm another sip of beer.
You see that slip into the DMs? It's a block.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I appreciate he does it during the show. Like that's the thing. Like if you're gonna be that way, do it during the show. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that and then answer with a chug. Like I said, I keep saying that.
And then you just said a urinal.
Yeah, I think it's just fine.
An interesting night.
I think Cleveland Sports Yapper nailed it. We don't have enough data. He hasn't coached long enough. Like people and to anybody to argue to say he's not doing it just fine is to like tell him how to do his job. Like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So like, I don't know, he's allowed to coach and and that's what he was hired to do. And then people are like, well, he hasn't earned the right to act like Bill Belichick and do crazy things. Or every coach, does has a decision, says one thing, and then changes his mind or whatever the case may be. He's the coach. He's not whatever. We don't the media doesn't get to hear all the reasons why, and who cares? They shouldn't. So the fact that he did come out today and say that, Deshaun's starting in week 1 of the preseason, and then Shedeur will start at home. Isn't that what the Shedorians want anyways? Like Todd Monken is kind of like I said, he could have Shedeur start, against, are they both home games? Is the Chicago game home or is it that away?
What's away?
I think we have two home games.
Oh, is it both home? Okay, well.
We have 3. I think we have 2 home preseason games.
Okay. Well, whatever. The point is this: the Buffalo Bills game. I know it's at home. So he's making sure Shedeur, whatever the case. So.
What these people?
But we get the idea. You're in. If you want to be on, you're in. You did it the first time. Now you did it 2 more times after dropping bombs, whatever like that. Look, just keep them funny. Keep them funny. So that's why I'm chugging on that, because, like I said, there's just not enough, and he's elephant plate.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted there with the urinal comments.
I know. Yeah, so it's Todd Monken is handling the QB situation.
Oh, yes. It is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and what is it? He's handling the QB situation. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking chug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I say that because I think I had posted a couple days ago how we've gone a few years. We went from Kitchens to Stefanski to Monken, and I think we've gotten to see a couple different extremes. And I think Monken is a breath of fresh air for the franchise, and he calls reporters out on their bullshit. He lets people know that he's the guy making the decisions, and he really doesn't have to answer to anybody, and I like that. So I'm just hoping that because we're going to have a loss at some point, that we just don't hear those words, we have to be better. He'll lose me at that point.
Okay. There you go. Good answer.
But yeah.
Well, we actually are going to, you're right, Cleveland Sports Yapper, you are right. There are 3 games. 2 of them are at home. The first one in Chicago, it is in Chicago, and then we got a home one against the Bills and then the Patriots. So you know what? He did Shedeur solid there, Monken did, because he gets to start at home. That's what the Shedorians want. I think it's good for that. And then, like I said, let Watson go to Chicago and probably look bad. So maybe that's what they want. And then Shedeur look good week 2 as the whole team looks better or whatever the case may be. So I think he's setting up for Shedeur to look good. I don't, like I said, and I think that's what the fan base wants. I think it's a little bit over the top, but at the end of the day, if the fan base wants Shedeur, then hopefully in a perfect world, it's a better option than 4, I guess.
Well, Shedeur better seize the moment then if he's given that home start.
Yeah, I can't believe Dylan Gabriel stays on the team longer than Shedeur. There's going to be a lot of angry people.
Why is he still on the team?
See,
you have to have a third guy.
Point. Literally, what is the point?
I don't know.
Probably because they think that Watson's probably gonna get injured again.
No, that's a good assumption. I mean, I don't blame him for that.
I'd rather Deshaun Watson injured, be quarterback over Dylan Gabriel.
That may be good. Yeah, I can't argue that.
I can't even lie. Gabriel had a couple good passes, and I actually posted a video where I was talking shit and the guy threw a touchdown pass. So that
this might be a reason. I mean, this could be. I mean, we can't prove it's not. I guess.
I thought that was Stefanski that was doing that.
Well, then maybe there's. I don't. TMZ get on that one. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that particular comment. I think it's probably Stefanski that wanted him.
Probably.
All the coaches, the Cleveland sports coaches, they all have a player or 2 that they just are obviously have some sort of blackmail on them, and
farm animal pictures or something. There's something going on.
Matt Bethja.
Maybe Monken's the first guy that has no fucks to give.
He is an older
That's
cat.
what it seems like.
That'd be once you get he's the old guy. Old guys once you get to, and tell me if I'm wrong, Roger, but once old guys get to a certain age, they just have no more fucks to give, and they have no filter.
Zero filter.
Yeah,
we don't care.
Like the amount of time Johnny Manziel looked at that playbook, 0.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You're gonna love
that
it.
guy. He has no fucks to give, and he doesn't mince words. That's what I love about him.
Well, we are going to move on to the Guardians thing, because I did want to talk Guardians. I think that you do like the argue with Detroit fans, so I had to put in a Guardians statement. we'll start with you. The Guardians will start kicking ass soon, and maybe tonight was a good, but we'll start with you. What do you?
With me?
Yeah.
Okay. See, like, I don't need. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna,
say yes.
I'm gonna be super optimistic, and I'm gonna chug.
Fuck yeah! There we go. Started tonight, right? Started tonight.
Okay, like I'm always optimistic about the Guardians. Like out of all team sports, everything, like the Guardians are my number one for sure.
Awesome.
They like actually like affect my days like crazy.
We got Chuck on here. We had somebody that had issues with that.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I'm like through and through Guardians fan, like 100%. I mean, obviously Browns too, but the Guardians I like pay the most attention to. I'd say. I mean, they also play like half the year, so it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah, a lot of games.
But I mean, like they have the lineup. Like I've looked, we've been looking. I mean, I just tweeted something earlier tonight where like I was like, how long until like they just shut everyone down and we're seeing this like awful lineup and like full of everyone that's just sent down to the minors right now. Like, it seems like everything that like the fan base has asked for or wanted for the most part has happened. Like David Fry, Kyle, Daniel Schneeman, like everyone's down in the minors right now, but like somehow we're like losing worse.
Right. You're supposed to be getting better here.
Yeah, like I don't think that they like affected us winning necessarily. Like none of their war was like anything to like be happy about. But like there's just something about whatever's going on right now that I just like I don't even know. I'm hopeful though. You know, like if we're gonna beat any team, it's gonna be the Tigers because like they obviously can do it. But I mean, I'm hopeful. We have the easiest schedule in baseball remaining. So like who knows? Like we're almost done with our division games. And I mean what we saw, we have like the Giants and the Rockies, and I mean we have like the Angels again or something, and like the Red Sox.
Some beatable teams here.
Yeah. And we have like the Red Sox at their stadium, and like the Red Sox are really bad at home, even though they're like really hot right now. But I mean, who knows? Like I'm always gonna be optimistic. Like every day is a new day, even though like I'm really sad the night before. So we'll see. Yeah.
But you don't lose sleep or nothing. Like how much is it about? We had a guy named Chuck, and it really ruined his life, probably his marriage. His dating habits. He was going on these dates, but then he'd be checking under the table because the guards were on. He had to pull over on the side of the road one time because he was having a panic attack. Like, I mean, how serious? We've had some people on here that Guardians affected their lives here.
I mean, I definitely do like I will tune in like pretty much no matter what I'm doing. I don't think it like affects like I don't think it really like affects my like personal life. I guess the only thing I would say is like whoever like my next boyfriend is, like he has to be
willing to put up with the amount.
He has to be sports fan.
Oh my God! Don't let Chuck hear this.
Oh God, we may have we got somebody for you. Hey, we got some for you.
Maybe like no thanks, but
this guy had a full
I went on a date once with a guy that like literally didn't know baseball. It was like 2 years ago during the postseason, and I had to like I was like I literally cannot go on a second date here. Like
let me guess, he struck out. It was a literal. He struck out that. Yeah, he struck out.
Yeah, he was like
no third base that night.
If you don't like baseball, that's an automatic. You're out.
No, like there was like absolutely nothing there. Like the second that he was like asking me like basic, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. But yeah, it definitely affects my life. But like every day it's like a new day. I'll go to sleep like angry, but I'll wake up. I'm like, they play today.
Right. There's a chance to turn it all around.
So yeah, like every day. I mean, like baseball's so unpredictable. So like any day. I mean, just last year, that's the other thing. Like last year we had a really bad like start to and then we finished it off. We won the division. So anything can happen. And the division,
we're not that far back too. You look at it too. Like I know we've been struggling lately, and you look at it, and it's like we're fourth. But the gloom and doom is we're fourth place. We're this that, but we're still not that many games behind the wild card, and let alone the division against teams that have a lot of flaws to them. I mean, these are not 1927 Yankees here.
Yeah, and like Riley Green just went on to like is injured, and like the White Sox there's someone else that's
Probably.
I don't know who that is, but like you can tell Chuck no thank you.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's Chuck, we tried. Okay.
Who even is that?
He's a big Guardians fan.
Just-
Like Richard
just
said,
let's
you'll
not.
never have to change your plans with Chuck. That's like I'm telling you, with Chuck, it's Guardians all the time.
Let's
so,
not.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, well I'm sure that there's like a ton. I mean, there's a lot of Guardians fans out there.
Right. Well, like I said, here's what we'll do. Chuck, she doesn't know yet. She maybe doesn't want to know yet. Maybe I didn't paint you in the best light. Chuck, if you're mad at anybody, be mad at me, Chuck. I'm sorry, Chuck. Okay, go Guards.
Okay, I think it's okay. I don't know Chuck. I don't like. It's okay, Chuck. You don't have to be mad at anyone.
Right.
We're all
but we do have a lot of Chuck lovers on the. People do like Chuck, and they're going to support Chuck. Force of nature. We tried.
It's pretty uncanny how many people ask about Chuck randomly in our episodes.
Is he like a guest?
He was a podcaster, a Guardians podcaster. He was
Yeah.
a regular on the show, and he was a nut job.
No, he's a great guy.
I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him anywhere near you. To be honest, I'd try to. He's not wired all that tight.
But Chuck, like I said, Chuck, I didn't throw you under the bus.
It sounds like he's probably old.
No, he's in his 30s, I think. I don't. Chuck, if you're out there or if you're alive, let us know that. And like I said, we're sorry for putting you on the spot, but hey, look, you live in your best life, and we're just trying to make it better, bro. Roger, what are you doing on this Guardian statement that's been scrolling
well, I'm
and
chugging.
been ignoring?
I'm chugging, and haven't she touched on it? We got the Padres, the Giants, the Rockies, the Angels, the Royals, the Blue Jays, and then the Tigers again. And then we're set up to and I you know what? I can't watch every day and live and die daily with baseball because it'd kill me. It would kill me. I would be in constant. So I kind of look at the series. I watch, over the course of the road trips, if they're going for 2-game road trip or 2-team road trip, and see what the record is, because it would drive me crazy daily. Stephen Vogt, I said it on our Guardians podcast every morning. I wait for the lineup. I might be in the fucking thing. He keeps changing it daily. They really need to just settle in, put the 9 best players. Today was a great lineup. Put the 9 best players out there and let them play baseball. But yeah, we have 41 games left. They can easily, there were only 4 games back. Last year at this time, we were 5.5 or 5 games back. So like you said, you know what? I want to get hot starting, start getting hot now going into September. Start picking it up and really get us some momentum in September. And then you give yourself a shot in the playoffs, because the hot teams win in the playoffs. It's not the best team. It's not the loaded team. It's the hot team that wins in the playoffs. And the Guardians, if they can get hot, they got one thing going for them. They're a team that wins on the road. And that's important in the playoffs, because they're going to be a while. They're not going to have a home field advantage if they do make it coming out of the Central, whether it's a wild card or winning the division. They're going to play on the road, and they're a good road team. So yeah, don't give up yet. I scrapped the one update I had written for tonight for the celebration of life for the 2025 season, and we're back on.
All right, we're back on. Before I get to my answer to the statement, Jake says I love how Roger's so optimistic about the Guards and then absolutely nothing else. Tune in Sunday night Guards, everyone. Sunday night Guardians, yes, Jake. Thanks for the promo there. Sunday night Guardians, 8 p.m. Sundays. Dawg Chug Network, Roger, and
Nothing, Jake.
Yeah, so thanks for that. Also to not that I've seen Chuck, I just.
Who is he? You?
Chuck, the guy that we were talking about. He's saying that Chuck has a hammy tramp stamp.
Is he actually?
No, he does not. And the reason I know this is because Chuck would probably brag about it if he did. So that's why.
Where are we at, Ed? How many we got left?
We got a couple. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll get to mine real quick. I see that right. I'm gonna chug. I'll be real quick. Because that's what the Guardians fucking do. Play like ass first couple months. Usually had shitty Aprils, and then but now in the last couple of years under Wedge, not Wedge. Oh my god, Vogt. That's how old I am. I'm going back to Eric Wedge here, but Stephen Vogt. They do this. They like the A's used to do. They just, come August, September, they just start kicking ass. I think that's what they're going to do. And that's what I'm chugging. So L from Clee.
All right.
Chug,
One, I almost pulled a Roger sitting here. Mm-hmm. Two, I'm actually gonna kind of, I don't like I said, I don't follow baseball as hard as you guys, but I can say that I have seen the Guardians turn up towards postseason. We all have, and so I'm gonna chug and say they're gonna start kicking ass soon, because they made all the right moves during free agency, and we have Ramirez back, and that's what the Guards do. They start kicking ass towards postseason. So I'm going to chug to that.
All right. Well, and spit, sip, chug rules. If we all agree on a statement, we all chug. So we chug.
I got to chug more.
Oh, we got to chug again.
You got to chug more. Yep. That's them the rules. Them the rules.
Them the rules, man.
Well, to Roger's point, we're at the hour and 5 minute mark. We can either do another one or we can call it wraps. You guys let me know.
I don't got to work till 10 a.m. So you can bring whatever to me.
Are you in Cleveland Sports Yapper? You got down for one more. You go around one more. Okay.
All right. One more, Ed.
One more. Hey, Roger, just like old school. He gonna do one more. Okay. All right. Jeez. You know what? Okay, so I'll let our guest pick. Do you want to talk about Baker, or do you want to? Because let's see, or do you want to talk about? I guess it would be because we did. I guess we'll talk Baker. Let's go Baker. Baker says he has week 2 circled. He said it tonight on the podcast. He has week 2 circled. Obviously, week 2 against the Browns. So do I. Meaning, do you as well have week 2 circled? Doesn't matter to you, basically. I guess it doesn't matter to you.
Okay. I'll sit.
Okay.
Because, I think every game matters, but I don't have it circled for, his reason, I guess. I said this before already. Baker's not coming back. Baker's grievances, I believe, have a lot to do with Kevin Stefanski. He's not there anymore. He's not really going to be doing much, circling the date to, go crazy on Todd Monken. Todd Monken has nothing to do with it. I don't know. I think that I'd say I have it circled just because, I have every Browns game circled. Every game is important, especially in the beginning.
Coach talk right there. That's coach talk.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning of the season with a new coach and this young team, I'm excited to see what happens. But I don't have it circled thinking, we're going to own Baker.
Okay.
I said this before. I just don't. It's over.
You're not the feud is the beef is over with you. It's over. Yeah. Well, yeah. Since Roger is the I'd say he's the president, and I don't think he's actually the biggest fan. Andy loves Baker Mayfield. Andy probably would have sex with Baker Mayfield. But Roger does defend the Baker Warriors and the Baker Bros like nobody else on this show. He has MC Lawrence and they're a good group of guys, and I feel like Roger's their voice, and he likes Baker on their behalf, and I love it. So what do you say about this? I'm very curious what you got on this one.
Man, you know what? No, you know what? You let me sip, so I'm going to sip.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Andy's pissed right now. Andy's pissed. I'll let you sip.
Yeah, Andy's not here. So I'm not I never root against the Browns. You know what I mean? It's like every Sunday during football season, no matter how much I hate Andrew Berry and his nitwit son-in-law, and Jimmy Haslam and his nitwit son-in-law, I can't root against the Browns. I've been a Browns fan for 50 years. You know what I mean? I can't root against them. I don't want them to lose. Do I want them to beat Baker? Yeah, I'd like to see it, but do I think they will? No. I think the Browns are going to win 2 games, Pittsburgh and Cincy at home, and that's it this year. They're going to win 2 games. So do I have it circled? Yeah, because it's as interesting as circling. Yeah, Miles Garrett, if we played it, do we play the Rams? I don't know. That's how much I don't care. Do we play the Rams?
I don't know. That's asking. We don't do
No, we
stats on
don't
the
play
Dawg
the
Chug. That's,
NFC
yeah.
West. So no. But that would be the same why I circle it, just because it, the interest in it. But I never want the Browns to lose. That doesn't mean they're not going to. I learned that over 50 years. That's a fact.
Yeah. I have to. I'm really spitting, but I want to sip because my mouth is dry and I just want to sip. So, but I'm spitting, but not really. I can agree. There's all three layers I agree with. But the reason I'm spitting / sipping is because I don't circle the argument is every game matters, and it does, but there's a lot of Browns fans that still go into the games and want to win and stuff like that. I always say this, it is entertainment, and it's the Browns have gotten worse, and I don't expect them to win. The more entertainment they are, there's always a shit show. There's always, even when they do well, okay, Shador does good against Tennessee and actually does better than Cam Ward and throws up all these yards, but they still don't win. I don't know. There's a world where you can have the best and still figure out things and not win. And maybe I just think that's still the best option, because whether, Shador's the answer long term or whatever like that, somebody made the great point the other day. You can't not take the opportunity if you can draft a top 5 quarterback, a legit one, like Arch Manning. And I think next year's draft class, Dante Moore, next year's draft class is a legit draft class. There's probably maybe only 3 superstars out of it, or maybe 3 good players out of it, but you have 10 people to pick from. You know what I'm saying? There's years that when we picked, we know why we took Myles Garrett, because there really wasn't anybody else to take. If there was Joe Burrow, we probably would have taken Joe Burrow. There's years that you get the number 1 pick and there ain't shit to get. Next year, that's not the case. And even if Shador is good enough where, okay, he might be a good starter, if you have a chance to get a franchise quarterback, you just get it. So now it's an asset. And if Shador turns into a franchise quarterback, then you trade. You cannot pass up on that opportunity to acquire such a thing. And you've been sucking for so long, and next year could finally pay off. And whether next year's quarterback that you draft is the guy or Shador is the guy, that's a good problem to have. And for a team that's been so starved with quarterbacks, oh my God, having 2 great quarterbacks, oh my God, it's like you know what that is? It's called Ohio State. It's called, oh my God, why do you think Joe Burrow had to go to LSU and do it? Because you're because that's that's why the difference between Ohio State and Cleveland's always been this. You guys actually have a good football team now. We just have quarterbacks and we know how to win. Now Julian Sain, he was a Heisman, and now he's probably going to go back there this year. That's the difference between Ohio State and Cleveland. The quarterback does matter, and if you have a chance to get 2 good ones, oh my God, you turn into a great Ohio State team. That's a good problem to have. So that's why I have to spit on that one. I'm really sipping. Hell, I should be chugging. Lysandra.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and sip on that.
Sipping.
I do agree with Evan. I think that Baker's main beef was with Stefanski, and I also think that Baker still had a lot of growing up to do when he was in Cleveland, and all the moving around that he did in the league prior to becoming a Buccaneer, I think kind of humbled him, and he grew up a little bit, and he had a really banging season last year. I mean, there was a point where they were talking about him being MVP. So I think the reason why he has that circle on his calendar is just like every other athlete. I used to play there, and I just want to kick their ass. And I don't even think that it has anything to do with anything else other than the fact that he's going back to his old team and playing against them. His beef is with Stefanski. I want to see the Bucs and the Falcons play.
Nice.
That's the date I want to circle on my calendar. That's the game that I want to see, because I want to see the rage that he has for the coach that pretty much wrote him off.
Okay. Beef. We love it.
Beef.
Yeah. Yep. No, we come from that East Coast, West Coast, that 90s, they're not better than. Sorry, people that died. Biggie and Tupac, R.I.P. But damn, you gotta say for entertainment, that was good shit. Good music too, by the way.
West Side.
West Side.
All right,
Yep.
but
okay,
yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay.
So.
Okay, beautiful. I think we had a great show. I know we went over.
As always.
So yeah, and Al, you know what I'm saying, we like to have fun. At Cleveland, at sports, Cleveland Sports Yapper. I'll let you say anything you want to say. You got the floor is yours. You got as long as you want to say hi, bye, whatever you got to do. Make your grocery list, whatever you got to do. Floor is yours.
To say what?
You want to say catch me on my X page. You want to say hi to somebody. You want to just whatever you want to call out somebody. This is your time.
Hey, yo, shout out.
Shout outs.
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, like, well, thank you for having me on. This is so fun. This is like,
okay. All right, good. Congratulations. We did something. Okay, we did tell ourselves.
No, this was super fun. I don't even know who to shout out. Like,
say hi to your, I don't know, your family. Say, I don't care. You don't have to dox them. You're like Roger dox. You don't have to dox people. You don't have to dox
I love you, Mom.
Right.
I don't know. I'll shout out like my family for being baseball fans, and like that's kind of how I got into it, like later in my life. But actually, you know what? No, I'll shout out my mom because my dad is a Yankees fan, and he passed it on to my brother. And my mom was an Indians fan, and she passed it on to me because like her and my dad moved back to Cleveland. Okay. So shout out to my mom. And shout out
holding it down. Shout out moms. Shout out moms.
Yeah. And yeah, so
okay.
Yeah.
Anybody on X right now? Anybody on X right now that you want to say they're doing a good job? Like, you know, say somebody out there that you interact with, somebody that you're positive. Anybody out, because we always people, we always negative. Is there anybody out there you want to say, you know what, follow this person, they're good? Anybody that you've been interacting with? We want to stay positive tonight.
Oh yeah, like all my my close guards accounts that I interact with the most. Some of them might be watching. I don't know if they're still watching, but
shout out if you're watching.
Yeah, shout out if you're watching. People that I interact with the most, give them a follow. Obviously follow me too. This is like so fun to me. Help me troll Tigers fans. Like that's the main thing, honestly. Yeah. Yes. Help me troll Michigan fans. Like
doing God's work. Doing God's work. Everybody.
Support the cause.
Yes.
Yeah. Starting in a few weeks, we can troll Michigan fans together, like Roger.
Yes. Every year, at least 100 bucknuts unfollow me, and then around baseball season, they follow me again. It's a tradition we got.
It's tradition like the Masters, like no other.
Feel free to unfollow me and jump back in during baseball season. everybody does it.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't unfollow you. I'll just tell you you're wrong.
Well, you can mute me like Andy does. Just mute me.
That's
you're welcome to come back.
Thank you so much for coming on. You did a great job. She asked me what she could do to be prepared. I said, this is Dawg Chug. Don't waste your time. You can't prepare.
Drink.
You did awesome. Prime to pump. That's the only thing you can do. Thank you for coming on tonight. It was great meeting you, and she's a great follow. Everybody out there,
yes.
What's your ad?
What
is the ad? Okay, there it is. At the bottom of the screen.
It's in _CLE. Yeah.
Which I got right the second time. I
just made it randomly one day. Like it wasn't even, I don't even know. That's just what my username is. Sports in CLE.
It's where you're at. It's who you are. Follow her at sports in _CLE.
Yeah. Thank you.
Roger, we'll go to Lysandra first before I kick everybody out.
What do you want me to say?
Say hi, say bye, say whatever you got to say.
Hey, no, I'm still around. One thing about me is I changed my account to private. So sorry if you can't retweet me or anything. I've just decided to kind of step aside for a little bit, but I'm still running around as a free agent. And so, hey, if you want a podcast guest or whatever the case may be, hit me up. Yes. But I am excited for the Brown season coming up. I intend to tailgate as much as possible, maybe hit up a few games. Maybe I'll meet you, Evan. And I'm here to have a great ass time. I am pumped for the season.
Nice. That's better than what I'm going to say. I'm going to say thank you, Cleveland Sports Yapper. Like I said, I drink, I do other whatever. I had fun on the show, before the show, after the show. I thank you for coming on, Roger. You nailed it, Roger. You nailed. Sometimes you bring guests on and they come back, and those are the ones, usually the worst ones, but the best ones usually don't. And so you are a friend of show now. So if you got something that you need to say, or you want to get on and yell at us, feel free. Just hit us up.
Shoot me a DM and we send you a link. It's that easy, and you're on. Just say, hey, I want to come on this week.
Say, fuck and you, Ed, fuck you, Roger, whatever you got to do. Yeah.
Awesome. And we'll let you come on and tell us. Yeah.
Awesome.
For sure.
Can't wait.
All right. Well,
Sometimes I just come on because I want to drink. So
that's fine, and that's always welcomed as well.
Valid,
all right.
so.
Yeah, but like Andy always says, Roger, go ahead. Yes.
I was just gonna say we got the preseason coming up. Saturday night's the first game. It's gonna fly by. We're gonna maybe try to get together week 1 somewhere out and about in the city. We'll keep you posted on that. And then the first home game, we're gonna be down at the Western Summit tailgate partying down there for tailgate for the first home game. That's our schedule. Don't forget to miss don't miss Sunday Night Guardians.
That's
Sunday
right. He got
night
it right.
8 p.m.
He got his own show right. Ladies and gentlemen, he got the name of his
I
own
always
show
call it
right.
Guardians Sunday Night. That's my own show.
Beautiful. 8 p.m. Dawg Chug Network. Check it out. I won't waste any more of your time. Like Andy says, the great Andy. Hopefully he's back next week. He was on assignment. Drink them if you got them. Go Guards. Go Browns. Go Cavs. And we love the Cleveland teams that don't play because they can't lose at this particular moment. So.